Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect. This is the top 4 of the Scholars Legacy Championship. Justin versus Rodney, Dragon versus Blue-White Walkers. 2 unconventional lists. This Stoneforge list has done quite well for Justin so far, and Rodney sneaking into the top 8 with Dragon on tiebreakers and gonna look to make the most of it here. As we touched upon in the previous videos with this Dragon list, a few unconventional things. The counters that are least effective against it are Flusterstorm. That doesn't hit any of the enchantments that you use to bring back your creatures. Spell Pierce does pick up a little strength, given the fact that your enchantments are a bit more expensive than, say, Reanimate. But the main goal is to clear the way with discard. So Rodney taking the long way around here, drew for turn, discarded, and then played a Piranha Marsh tapped on his second turn. So this is a painfully slow start for Dragon, but he has achieved a graveyard that could be lethal in a hurry. And let's see here, Dark Ritual, Cabal Therapy, now Batterskull likely going to get put in here. And when he does, Rodney likely going to be able to just name Force of Will. That's going to be one of the only counters that's going to matter now that Justin is tapped out. So he doesn't have it. Swords to Plowshare stranded in hand along with the Teferi. And this is probably going to be game right here. So Rodney taking the long way around, and he's just going to entomb for Worldgorger Dragon. And he's got the mana floating, Necromancy, and that's a wrap. Piranha Marsh and Sunscorched Desert going to do 2 damage at a time to Justin's face. Can't even call it infinite. It's just going to happen the 9 times necessary to end the game. And Justin in dire straits there after tapping out. Rodney able to use that window. The shields were down and just take the game immediately. That is certainly the trade-off you're looking to make with Dragon, is the ability to just straight up win the game when the shields are down. A traditional Reanimator list most likely would have just hit the Gristlebrand, drew some cards, potentially got down another threat, but that Swords to Plowshares would have had to be removed from Justin's hand. So it would have needed to draw into a mix of discard that he could cast. As a whole lot of ways that things could potentially go wrong. And then you still have to attack a bunch of times in order to end the game. So that is the trade-off that Rodney makes, being a little bit more vulnerable to cards like Swords to Plowshares in the moment of comboing. But if you do successfully combo, it is game over. We'll see what Justin can do here. His deck could be favorably stacked up against Dragon. Difficult to tell. He has a bunch of 1 casting cost removal cards. He does have a suite of counters, and he can set a reasonable clock. Thoughtseize here shows Surgical, Snapcasters, and Jace the Mind Sculptor. No white mana, so Stoneforge not a concern yet. A very vulnerable hand to Cabal Therapy. And he's going to grab the Surgical. Snapcaster's still going to be online. Going to need to get rid of both Snapcasters or find a way to play around it. Sunscorched Desert coming down. Snapcaster for no value during the end step, just to get the clock going here. There's a Stoneforge Mystic. grabbing Batterskull. So Justin walking away from his Snapcaster Surgical line here. Unmask. Pitching Gristlebrand. And he's going to take what looked like another Snapcaster Mage. And Cabal or unmasking again. Oh, and the shields are down, and Rodney rushes through it. For those that it wasn't clear, I guess we're in the dark here for a second. Rodney actually Dark Ritualed out a Animate Dead after he unmasked himself for World Gorger Dragon. So the shields were down for Justin, and Rodney able to take it out immediately in response. That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please help grow the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when we upload new videos like Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic with commentary, or Untapped, our raw tournament gameplay. Thanks for watching.